It's a top of the table class at the AGP Arena tonight as first place Billericay Town host Dulwich Hamlet. The home side come into this game having lost each of their last 3 and 4 of their last 5 in all competitions, including a 2-1 defeat at lowly Worthing on Saturday. They respond by bringing in Swain, Modeste and Cunnington. For Dulwich, Ashley Carew has scored in each of his last 2 appearances against the Blues, and he'll be looking to continue this run on his 200th appearance for the club. Gavin Rose makes 4 changes as Dulwich look to end a 6-game winless run in the league, including a debut for young goalkeeper Corey Adai and a 3rd Hamlet debut for Dippo Akinyemi. Billericay won the return fixture in August, but can Dulwich repeat their sensational win here from last season? Julian again looking for Cunnington. Ricky Hales so good in the air himself. Be a good tussle between those two tonight. Ricky Modeste will take on Tanasha Abrahams, and he gets to the ball ahead of the Dulwich left back. Abraham's trying to stand him up, but Modeste can cross. It's flicked on, and good save by Adai, scrambling across to his far post. The first save he's had to make as a Dulwich Hamlet player. And it's a good one as well to deny Jake Robinson his 48th goal of the season. Just trying to guide that Robinson, he got it spot on, but it's a fantastic save by the young Dulwich custodian there. First chance of the night then goes to Billericay, and they have a corner. Swain will be the obvious target from this, Cunnington as well, of course. And Adai again with a point-blank save this time. That's pure reaction to keep out Dean Inman. 2 top-draw saves in a minute from Adai. He's announced himself to the Hamlet fans, that's for sure. Question marks will be raised about how Inman could get in so easily there. Robinson. No one at the Bostik Premier side has scored more goals than him this season for a club. Crew trying to stand him up, able to send in a deep cross. Weatherstone backpedaling. Knew that Ricky Modeste was over his shoulder, and Sam Deering has another corner to send in. Already threatened from one corner inside the first 6 minutes. Deering delivers again. Crew's glanced it on, and it's put wide by Cunnington. I'm not sure he might have seen that, you know. Didn't get the contact he needed. It was glanced on by Ashley Carew into his path. The Dulwich midfielder may have mistimed his jump there. It's half a chance for Cunnington. Towards Cunnington, linking back up with Robinson. Got a bit of space in behind Mark Weatherstone. Modeste is arriving far post. Weatherstone will prevent the corner. All action start. For Dulwich's point of view, not the way they want it to go. Billericay only lost once here in the league all season. It was on the opening day of the season. It's a tough place to come and win. Back up with a long throw, glanced on, and it's gone through Adai. And it's the home side who do lead after a fast start. It's Dean Inman who wheels away in celebration. Adai has made 2 very good saves early on. He couldn't keep that one out, squirmed under his body. And the long throw pays off for Billericay, as it did at Champion Hill last season. Murray delivered. Just glanced on by Inman under the goalkeeper, and Billericay, after their fast start, lead. Swain gives some instructions. Lost the captaincy to Inman. Now Rob Swain. Waldron. Cargo went in with him. Wide by Urquhart. Is that a foul on Deering? No, it's not. The referee's happy with it, and Dulwich try and break is Carew. Setting Akinyemi on his way. Julian's come sprinting off his goal line. Well judged by Alan Julian. I think that's how Dulwich are going to try and play tonight. On the counter, win the ball in that midfield area. Another free kick for the visitors to defend here. Standing by Danny Waldron. Well, Ming couldn't clear in the end. So well blocked. Ming will clear now, will he? Bit of pinball going on. It's poked through to Adai in the end. Ming couldn't get the ball away from him. Adai looking to release Alassani here. Good work from Kizzy, determined work. So they've had a massive pep talk ahead of tonight's game. They can't afford to lose this one. Witherspoon again, the long ball's on. Clunas is onside here. Can't quite take the ball with him, but has possession now. Wrong option for me. Tame shot from Clunas. That's about all Dulwich got to muster so far. Did have options left and right. Difficult to generate the power there. The ball was pretty much stationary. I think Gavin Rose will say it's gone according to plan so far. Sure, they knew there would be a lot of pressure from the hosts. Dulwich haven't really got to grips with them yet. Lovely flick from Robinson, and Deering's in for two. Offside flag is up. It's a lovely worked goal, and it won't count. Outstanding flick from Robinson. Right into the path of Sam Deering. First half. Taylor volleys that away. Clunas, Alassani. Great challenge by Waldron. Alassani can't break the shackles on his side at the moment. Here's Modeste. Abrahams has to watch out. He's always a tricky customer, Ricky Modeste. Wins a free kick on the edge of the area. Abraham's trying to stand his ground. Adai mark them up as he wants. Short to Robinson, takes a touch. Dulwich just about defend it for the time being. Deering can have another go here. And held at his near post by Adai. Another good grab by the goalkeeper. Great throw as well, and Clunas can charge forward down this left-hand side. Clunas gets away from Waldron. There was a handball, I think, by Danny Waldron. Still Clunas. Final shot was really a scuff at best. Well, Waldron may well get booked in a minute. It wasn't a great challenge from him. Bit crude, and also I think he used his hand. We shall see. Dulwich still on the ball with Ibrahim Kargbo. Poor ball. Dulwich haven't got going really in this game. Cunnington holding off the midfield pairing of Kargbo and Carew, waiting for some support. He's got it now from Deering. Cunnington deflected back into the path of Deering. Reverse ball to Butcher, controls well. Adai saves with his foot. Robinson, still Robinson, another good save by Adai. Made himself big there, the youngster. He's having a fine start to the game. Dulwich well and truly second best so far. If he's pulled back another foul, this time it's Ming on Deering. A bit rattled at the moment, Dulwich, I have to say. Surely going to go for goal here, he does. It's easy for Adai getting down low. Can't add to his 10 goals from this season. Kizzy into the area, Modeste on. Robinson, they wriggle free and get a shot in. Adai keeps it away from the attentions of Cunnington. A good month on loan at Hendon. Oh, it's into the side netting. Thought it was a second goal for Billericay. Sam Deering it was with the snapshot. Fizzed in low towards Adai's near post. Carew volleys that one up towards Akinyemi. Can't get there ahead of Kizzy. Sorry, of Inman. Here's Modeste in behind. Abrahams has a look up. Low centre. Taylor does well. Still finds Robinson in the end. Back wide with Modeste. Crosses again. Taylor back on his feet. Headers away at the near post. Waldron. Modeste. That's a corner kick. Abrahams sliding in, stretches, puts it up behind. Under pressure from Josh Urquhart. He sends a quick long throw forward. Cunnington looking for Deering. Back with Adam Cunnington. And Ming's penalised again. Tackle from behind. And it's going to be the first booking of tonight's game. Maybe Danny Waldron though in the end. And he score against his former employers. Looking like he's going to go for goal here. And again, just like Deering's one earlier in the half, it's comfortable for the goalkeeper. Clunis. There's Cargbo inside. Does he fancy a shot? Yes, he does. It's about as good as they've come up with so far. His weaker left foot. Over the top it goes from Cargbo. Thornton on his right. May well have been a different outcome there. Adai opts to punch and again does a pretty good job. Back in by Robinson and held by Adai on his goal line. Robinson knows where the back of the net is, that's for sure. The one on target from distance. Alassane, it's a nice turn, buys him some space against Kizzy. A couple of step overs into the area, Alassane. Moment of magic needed from him in this first half for Dulwich. Abrahams, deep ball in. Akinyemi gets in, equalises. Dulwich with their first shot on target in the first half. It's the returning man, Dippo Akinyemi, the former Billericay player, who nods them level. Well, they've been second best in this first half, you can't deny that. But they needed someone to come up with the goods, and Akinyemi has delivered. A well-timed goal just before the break. All stems from Adai's release to Alassane. A nice dummy just to give him some space against Joe Kizzy. Abrahams then supported the attack. Excellent ball in. Akinyemi so good in the air, powerful player. Gets it inside the far post. Ming short for Clunis. Drop the shoulder, bits it back to Ming. Coming inside. That's a nice little pass. Clunis. Low centre, Alassane! It's a goal kick, I think. Alassane struggling here. Thought maybe last touch came for defender. Alassane's going to need some treatment here. One play from Clunis, low centre. To a dangerous area, you want one of your front two in there. Been a while since he scored, as I said, in the first half. Alassane's going to have to come off it. It seems quite serious. Immediately calling for the stretcher. That's not a good sign at all for Dulwich's top scorer. And they're going to be going in for a while, actually. The referee has told them to go back to the changing room for the time being. Mentally, you've got to wonder what this will do for Dulwich as well. The rest of this game, they've seen a teammate go off and make sure they regroup. They've got a lot of strong characters in the team this year. Well, it's taken some time, but Alassane is now being carried off the field. Dulwich players are back out warming up. I'm not sure what time the game got abandoned, actually. I've no idea how long to go. It doesn't really matter now. Nathan Ferguson finally enters the field and finally gets some normality again. It's been a pretty horrible 15 minutes or so. Actually, Crew is also coming off for Dulwich. Like swap Kenny Beanie on in his place, the Dulwich captain. So I reckon there's probably around half an hour to go when we stopped. Ming. That's a good ball. Akinyemi's first touch is excellent as well, to control on the chest. Driving on. Sends it in, and Julian's had to palm that away for a corner. Almost turned into a fluky goal for Akinyemi, that. Alan Julian had to use all his experience to tip that away for a corner kick. Modest, having won the corner, will deliver this. And towards Robinson, all defended by Ming. Got to the first ball, Cargbo gets to the second and Dulwich can break. Clunis coming inside, Akinyemi needs to stay on side here. It's Clunis all on his own. Can he get away from Urquhart here? What a run from Clunis into the area. Pokes it on. Akinyemi! What a counter-attack from Dulwich! And Akinyemi is at the double! From one end of the pitch to the other in the blink of an eye. Full credit to Nyron Clunis there. Unselfishly rolling the ball into the path of the unmarked Akinyemi. Open goal, he wasn't going to miss. And Dulwich, having been behind this game, go ahead. Ming and Cargbo did well initially to help clear the corner. From there, it was all about Clunis. Bursting away from Josh Urquhart, who was coming back at him. Julian came off his line. Must have seen Akinyemi to his right. It's the former Billericay man who's got two for Dulwich. Adai looking for Akinyemi, chasing the hat-trick now. Scored 4 in one game last season for Dulwich. Back with a bang. And here come Billericay again. Butcher, blocked by Weatherstone. They've got to defend so well now. Josh Urquhart. Centres. Hales gets up well. Hughes. Bricknell. Robinson, what a save! Corey Adai with another great save in this game. He's had little to do in the second half. Pure instinct. Not for the first time tonight, he's pulled off a blinder. I don't know how long to go in this game either. That's the thing, with that injury stopping the play. Hales, it's dropped for Hughes. Only finds Weatherstone with his passes. Disgruntled Billericay fans now. Mink. Yeah, Akinyemi's in behind again. Heavy first touch, and that will allow the covering defender to put up for a corner. Well done, Dean Inman. If they were to find a third, that would be so big. Ferguson lines up the corner. It's nodded away. Clunis pokes it on. Good save by Julian. Snapshot from Clunis. Almost caught Julian out. It's a fine low save. Billericay trying to hold up the ball here with Robinson. Ming's done well. Bricknell, good first touch, allows him to come inside, and he's got support wide with Ricky Modest. Billericay fans enjoyed that one. Modest goes down. He's going to get booked for diving, I think, here. Modest. Referee waited to see if Dulwich got hold of the ball there, and he's decided that Modest has gone down too easily. "16 minutes to go." It doesn't feel like injury time, does it? Chance here. Bricknell. Adai gets down low. Didn't maybe strike it cleanly there, Billy Bricknell. Went through a player though. Adai wouldn't have seen it too early on. Just stays the same, and there's, as I say, a long time to go still. Corey Adai may well get man of the match. Waldron gets out of a tight situation there, and he's on the ball again. They'll turn into Ferguson. Urquhart. Hughes. Billericay have an advantage here. Controlled by Bricknell, and in behind goes Callum Butcher. Dulwich exposed at the back here a little bit. Takes his time before crossing. Bricknell's arriving, takes it down well. Trying to tee up the arriving Waldron, and it's too much on the pass. Great work, Beanie and Ferguson. It's going to deflect though for Butcher. Well, someone's offside, not going to come. Butcher's ball in, dealt with by Hales. It's Bricknell! Saved again by Adai. Still not clear. Hughes. Urquhart. Challenger's coming in, and the final shot is over the top. Well, Corey Adai puts in another good save. I want to shore things up. Throw's taken quickly. Make sure they pick the men up in the middle, Dulwich. Modeste. Cargbo stands tall. Heads it back out to Modeste. Gets around Abrahams. And comes inside of him as well. Now he's got time to look up. Robinson. Great save again, Adai. Bricknell denied this time. Corey Adai. He's playing like a man possessed in the Dulwich goal tonight. Running out of superlatives for his saves. Good ball in. Hales, let's put that up in the air. Drop for Cargbo. Beanie trying to keep it further away. And Beanie's been penalised. This is a dangerous position for a free kick to be conceded. Dulwich have got to do their job here. Bricknell gets it wrong. Got over the wall. Couldn't get it to come down again in time. Adai. Ball forward is picked up by Inman. Hughes Billericay having the lion's share of the ball now. Bricknell. Let's go away from him. Weatherstone. Got 2 bites of that. Ferguson. Weatherstone. There goes Akinyemi. Can he get there first? Oh, Julian just about gets enough of his body in it. Akinyemi's touch just beyond him, really. Stretching. Couldn't quite get it around the goalkeeper. Julian taking his time. Experienced goalkeeper. Won't be rushed. Good work, Hales. Inman. Immediately looking for Liam Hughes. Can bring it down. Pass inside. Butcher. Wrong side of the post. I think Adai was fairly comfortable and confident that wasn't going to trouble him. His seconds are ticking away so slowly now. If you're concerned with Dulwich, Weatherstone, Clunis, Akinyemi's offside. Clunis has to chase this himself. He may well get there, you know. He does. It's Clunis. It's still Clunis. It's still Clunis. He seals the 3 points. What a night in Essex for Dulwich Hamlet. Just when they needed some cheering on the field, they have provided it. And Clunis seals the win. They won here last season. They're going to do so again tonight. For Billericay, it will be 4 defeats in a row. And they've done it for Alassani. What a second half performance it's been. Clunis originally trying to play in at Akinyemi, who was offside. Clunis then chased it down himself. Got there ahead of Inman. Got into the area. Managed to scamper away from Julian. And slots home goal number 98 of his Dulwich Hamlet career. Beanie. Ferguson's not going to get there. Urquhart. Robinson, that's a nice back heel. Modeste is in. Saved by the goalkeeper again, and it's cleared by Mark Weatherstone. Good positioning from the captain. Oh, it's been an incredible game of football. A 4th league defeat in a row. 5th defeat in 6 in all competitions potentially as well. Julian forward. Nathan Ferguson heads that clear. What a 3 points for Dulwich Hamlet. That is a monumentous win tonight. They were 1-0 down just before the half-time whistle, and former Billericay player Dipo Akinyemi headed them into a half-time share of the spoils, and then in the second half They came out the better side, you have to say. And scored a second as Clunis broke away. And teed up Akinyemi, unselfishly rolling the ball into his path. And then in injury time, in 17 minutes of injury time, Nyron Clunis sealed the win, chasing down the ball he'd put forward himself for stroking home. The game will be sadly remembered slightly, though, for the what looks like a serious injury to Reece Alassane. We wish him all the best as he recovers from that knock. Spare a thought for Billericay, who put everything they could towards the Dulwich goal, but debutant Corey Adai playing like a man far older than he is, repelling them time and time again after that early Dean Inman goal. Dulwich then go top of the league. Final score at the AGP Arena is Billericay Town 1, Dulwich Hamlet 3. Gavin, is that the best 3 points you've had all season tonight?
It feels like it with everything that's going on off the pitch. Obviously with the club, I'd say it's a good feel-good factor. The players worked extremely hard, made the club proud, made the supporters proud, made myself and Junior proud as well. So it feels good. Obviously we have to put everything into context. We've got another game Thursday, another game Saturday. It doesn't stop. We've always, in the past, we've always won a game and then sometimes slip up afterwards, even though it's a big game. So we're going to enjoy it tonight. I want the boys to enjoy it, that feeling of winning against a big club and a good club. And we don't want to, hide away from that as well.
Certainly in the second half in particular, a very mature performance.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought in the first half, Billericay could have been 2 or 3 goals to the good at least. Corey Adai kept us in the game with some fantastic saves. We rode our luck. Dippo's goal was very good, and it gave us a chance to reassess at half time, and I thought we was a lot more patient. We defended well on the front foot, but Ricky Hales came in and won so many headers, whereas in the first half we weren't doing that, and it just gave us a little bit of momentum. And I thought up until Reece came off, I thought we looked strong, but the stoppage probably gave them a little bit of momentum to regroup again, and they started to put balls forward and they started to be very physical and powerful, as we know they can be, and probably we rode our luck again, to be honest with you. But we always knew we'd be a threat on the break with the pace and ability we got up there, and that proved to help us today.
Corey came in and played like a man who was 15 years older than he actually is, didn't he?
Yeah. It's nothing more than I expect since I've known the boy since he's a young lad. He's always had the ball in his hands, so he knows the game well. He's a student of the game, and some of his saves were good, but they were also like he used a lot of game intelligence, reading the situation and not anticipating what's going to happen next. His positional play was very good today, as well as the saves he made. It
looked like a good signing before the game, but how crucial now is signing Dippo with his 2 goals, just nicely back around the boys again.
Yeah. All round, Dippo's got a lot more to give in terms of general play in the game. We know that he's performed really well for us, but today he done what we know he can do in terms of scoring goals, and sometimes we've done okay in games, but we don't score goals. Dippo's the sort of person, he'll always put himself in those areas to score goals. So, like you say, very important signing for us. He knows us well, we know him well, and we're going to keep continuing to raise his performance because we think he's got a big future as well for the football club and himself in the future.
Obviously the big sour note of this game was Reece's injury. Just how serious does it look? I could see the concern from everyone on the bench.
Yeah, to be honest, it was very concerning when the stretcher comes out and it's anything to do with like the spine or the back. It's very worrying, but it's very welcoming when we came in the dressing room and saw him in there standing. He wasn't fully recovered, obviously, but we thought he'd be at hospital by the time that we came inside. So it was great to see that he was standing, and he didn't need the ambulance. So we're hoping that it isn't that bad. I thought his performance got better and better as the game went on. He was starting to be a thorn in their side. So great to see him in that sort of form as well.
Also, we mentioned it's been a tough day off the field. Just how great were the fans tonight?
Excellent. To be honest with you, I can't really question our fans. They're always upbeat, and they uplifting. Always help us in good and bad times. So there's no real surprise. But to be honest with you, they could have been down. Cheers, mate. They could have been down downhearted, and that would have sort of transcended onto the pitch, but they weren't. They were bubbly, enthusiastic, and I think that gave us a lift because we didn't start the game well. But with that sort of support, it just gives us a little bit of a will to continue fighting, and that's what it's all about, the relationship with players and fans.
Just finally 500 up for you, that's a pretty good achievement.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. It's a long time. But yeah, very proud to have reached 500 games. I know many people don't get to that sort of number. So yeah, very proud to have served the club that long. And yeah, long may it continue.